Okay, I know this is not my issue, but I really think something really happened in the telecommunications. So I don't know what's going on, but I cannot access my information from my iCloud. I done been on the phone with Apple maybe one, two, three, four, 5 times, and they cannot access my iCloud. Now, this has been going on for a few days where I tried to upload something and they weren't able to upload. I reset the network settings, go into general, go into network, reset, network, reset. Did that. And now I count, usually before I bother somebody, I always make sure I count off, close off all, you know, bells and whistles. I just try to make sure that I'm doing whatever I can to not bother you and have a solution already done before I come to you. So last night, I actually went to YouTube to upload a video because I was just like, okay, let me go ahead and get this money. Let me get my art career going on. Let me get my social media popping again. So I went to upload and, clip my file because you take the long content and you clip it, which to make short content, and you connect it to your other either your website or wherever you have people or directing people to buy stuff from. So I said, okay, boom, go to YouTube. YouTube is not accessing the iCloud. If they say it's something wrong, there's a problem. Second thing, I go to another place where I upload to get my stuff, Get Munch. Okay, we go to Get Munch. Got Get Munch. Go there, upload my files, 29 minutes. Now, they said it has to be over 4 hours for something if it's going to be downloaded or not. That's what they say. Boom. Get there, there's an issue with uploading. I said, okay, all right. So what else could I do? So you have to really think these days about this stuff because it's a lot of technological situations happening. I was like, I should just go ahead and change my major or go ahead and change my career into tech. But so I said, okay, gang. So I go and I said, all right, let's go ahead, let's get this done. Try to upload it again, nothing. And then I was just like, you know what? Usually if there's issues on Apple or if you're having complications with your technology, there's a possibility that you need to upgrade your software. So I said, okay, game, let's go and see if Apple did another upgrade of this software. So I go in, boom, 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 iPhone storage, boom, iCloud, well, software update, boom. You need this software. Boom. Okay, you need to remove your storage. Okay, boom, remove storage. Boom, upgrade. Boom. So it's almost 30 minutes to an hour, look like, shoot, in our time to just upgrade this stuff. So I was like, okay, boom, we got it. So I was like, okay, so we got enough storage to allow the cloud to download to the phone because it's on the cloud. It's on the cloud, it has to come to the phone. If it's on the iCloud, it has to come to your iPad. If it's on the cloud, it has to come to your computer. So we got all of that. We have enough space in all devices so we can make sure this stuff happens. So, gang, I go there and make sure I got my stuff. If you detect some anger in my conversation, because I'm kind of pissed if you haven't detected that, but because I've did all what I'm supposed to do as a consumer, and you know how much Apple phones cost, you know how much iCloud storage is, you know how much all these things are costing. I even have Xfinity. I'm like, yo, I'm paying almost $100. I don't even watch cable. I'm on the internet, and I don't even be on the internet either because I'm too busy painting. Okay, I want to just paint and be on Zoom with my friends. Okay, that's all I want to do. Nothing else. Okay, I don't need to see anything else. Okay, because some of this stuff that's out here has not been entertaining. It's just boring. Okay, so go to do all of that. Next thing, I go and everything is upgraded. Everything is this, blah, blah, blah. I go back to do it again. Same situation. Can't upload. There's a problem with the network. Get on Apple. I talk to the girl. You know me. I'm always a people person, socialize, blah, blah, blah. Being nice. Well, we don't have any, we can't control third party how third-party people uploads the information. I'm like, if you're Apple technology is the highest technology there is out here in the game. Okay. If it's not Apple, you know, to Android users, whatever. But if it's not Apple, who's supposed to be having the state of the art technological system there is known to man at this point. Okay. If you're not functioning between social media functions, there's a problem. Okay. There's a problem because I go to YouTube. YouTube is supposed to be another big wig mixed up with Google. It's not working. So I'm just telling you, these systems are having a little situation. And one part of this situation that I really consider that's really the situation is everybody's firing off the real people that have the knack to deal with this AI technology. It's not about just one thing. It's about how are you gonna think and not think that the computer does not have all the functions that it should, but you don't fire all these people off. Okay. So, who's going to be directing this AI? You don't know what AI is all about. AI, if you guys are techies or like you like sci-fi stuff, you remember Star Trek when they have the Borg situation? The Borg had functions and all this other stuff. So you guys got all these agents. You could create all these agents. And you got people from these other countries that we are, if you're in the United States and of the United Nations and all this other stuff, you got a lot of these countries warring with people that are very smart with technological stuff. Russians and Ukrainian people that hacking the people's stuff. I ain't saying all of them hack, but there's be some scammers over there. There'll be scammers everywhere, and most everybody that got a piece of computer. Okay. But you got people that know how to hack on a hack. And I'm just like, you just fired your people that are smart to see if a hack is happening into your computer system, but it's not my. And I ain't saying all Russian people are hackers. I ain't saying everybody, I ain't saying everybody be scamming. I ain't saying everybody hack. But you got some very smart people from these other parts of the world. That's all. Just like, don't be sitting up here thinking that, people in Afghanistan are just sitting up here. You got some very smart, intelligent people, and you're thinking that they're third world people. These people are very smart, and they have access to computers just like you do. They don't come off that way. So don't undermine people when you say they don't have the intelligence. They have an intelligence. They have not. I'm not saying everyone, but I'm saying some of these people are as intelligent and as brilliant as some of the other people that's in this world. So to just sit there and think that they're not gonna have, this is just like a whole situation happening online. So I'm just fed up. I was just like, I just gotta rant or vent because this is crazy. So I've been trying to go ahead and get my art career going and stuff like that. And I can't access my little media that I did. I did 30 minutes of talking. If you don't know, I know when my chatterbox is going. The coffee is there and I'm ranting. I'm talking to you guys online. Like, share, and subscribe if you hear this, but my techie just came out. Okay, it's really out, and I'm really annoyed. Because when I say I call Apple 5 times, and they could not answer my questions that I have for them, and I'm like, I cannot. And when I'm on the phone with you and my phone starts messing up and it's on Xfinity Wi-Fi, and then all of a sudden after the factory reset, like I had my phone, new phones, you kid you not, on Xfinity, and I couldn't even, I'm out and about, and I couldn't even use my my FaceTime. And I was just like, something is going on. Some connections is not being made with between the back room. Something in the back room is not really accessing. Okay. So I'm just like, are you guys kidding me? So when I made this network reset, I was able to go be outside and be on FaceTime with my friend. I was just like, oh, interesting. And I was just like, people need to stay in their lanes. I understand that everybody wants to make a little money out here, but Xfinity was a cable company, and I was trying to be a cellular company. This shit is not really happening. It's not flying. Don't understand it. I'm just like, if I go into Xfinity and I ask you to give me some help on my phone and you look like you don't understand what's going on throughout my mouth, and I'm just like, are you serious? And you kidding me right now? My phone does not work. I'm trying to use FaceTime. Anytime I'm trying to use FaceTime, I'm not allowed to use FaceTime. And I'm on your network. I'm in your branch of Xfinity and it's not working. These people, some of these companies really, they're, yeah, sorry to say, but just somebody slipping. And I'm like, I deal with high intensity people, high stress people. And it's a lot of stress to keep this stuff maintained, and the mainframes have to be recalculated and refabricated and recalibrated. And if you got somebody that's behind the doors and they don't know I was like, they firing people because a lot of people are old because they've been around for years. That's some people's retirement. Y'all need to call them people off of retirement and bring them back into the office and pay them double. Because trying to cancel people or trying to fire somebody and hire them back at a discount, people got choices. You don't really have to be here in America. You would go to Costa Rica or somewhere like that and just be living out your life on that, whatever that is. And then it's just like, these jobs, stress these people out. You don't know how much time in life you have left. You better go ahead and enjoy it. But I think I just been overloaded. So I'm just going to go ahead and mind my business. I'm going to call Apple one more time. Just call them one more time and see if I could get this figured out. But right now, there's an issue going on online, and I got so much stuff that I need to do, and I can't do it because I can't access my cloud. And I pay almost $10 a month, maybe more on my cloud. So if I had the cloud for 12 months, that's $120 for the year. And I've had my iCloud for a while. So that's almost banking in at $1,000. Why is this technology not working when it's supposed to be very proficient? Why is this company, which is supposed to be the state of the art technology, it's not fucking working? Okay? It's not working. It's not working. It's not working. Okay? I'm just saying. This is Sheen. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna upload this on my YouTube, and I don't even think I could upload it on my YouTube because, as again, this is on my cloud and I can't upload it. They gonna be seeing me for a few days with this, okay? Soon as everything is going out, y'all gonna know. Y'all gonna see this face again. But I love you. Sheen out. Love you, sugar plums. I can't use my phone. I can't use my phone, y'all. I can't use my phone.